Alrighty, this is stalking. This is Delta Airlines that is stalking. And this is proven to be stalking. Now the fake sun's going back to where it came from. And where it came from is the location where it's at over me at this senior center at 9:35 in the morning. This city hall, 9:35 in the morning. And it is currently 5:58 p.m. where it's also remaining over me in the city of Upland. And it's remaining over me in Fontana, California. You also know that Delta Airlines is stalking because Delta Airlines is associated with one terminal at the Ontario International Airport, and none of any takeoffs from Delta Airlines to a destination is including hovering. You can hear that plane activity and you could see it so close that you could see that it was Delta. Delta Airlines is not taking off from the airport over the parking lot of the Ontario City Hall, which is northwest from the airport itself, let alone the precise direction from the terminal at the airport where Delta Airlines would be taking off and completing a takeoff in the sky space above that venue, not engaging what is hovering, where the people of the state are pacing under the fake sun. Okay, Delta Airlines is engaged in targeting for years, and they're doing that conduct even miles from here, such as at the Starbucks at 706 West Hope, flying over the top of my head at that entrance at that Starbucks, where the entity is maintaining, again, the evidence of a fake sun. This is documentation which is a gang stalker that's in a position he is unfit for while the criminal act is underway. The entity is engaging in what is conduct with the entity that's maintaining public corruption. 9, Edward George Paul 150 is mentally ill, and that's why they engage in conspicuous surveillance of this nature. They are demon possessed and they will be subject to martial law. This is an entity, and this is psychopathic pacing while they're entering into the parking lot. This is what they were doing inside of the Wendy's restaurant, where the fake sun set over the Wendy's restaurant and engineer light continuously crept into the Wendy's restaurant. This is the entity that's doing so of murder, and this is led by Delta Airlines that is going to be prosecuted for treason, conspiracy to murder. They're going to be federally prosecuted under RICO as well for profiting from surveillance and providing instrumentalities of interstate commerce in order for a homosexual of the U.S. military that is unworthy of a federal holiday to engage in stalking me, because there's no passengers on those planes. And there was no passenger on that Delta airline plane. All right, this is P.O.C. License 9 DOJ 193 is stalking, and pay attention to the fake sun moving as I move. The mentally ill will be subject to martial law, and that includes those that will no longer be receiving a paycheck to engage in surveillance in Ontario, California. The Ontario City Hall will be subject to martial law. Okay? There will be no more. It's going to be defunded. This is all funded by the city that's engaged in the pattern of conduct. There will be no more funds, and you will find an abundance of resources where the terrorists will no longer be able to fund this surveillance system. This is P.O.C. They will also not receive assistance from the federal government. It's 6 o'clock, P.O.C.